Positive or negative reinforcement? Let's talk about that. You might be wondering what to focus on, the positive or the negative, or should we use both? But before that, let me introduce myself. Hi, my name is Jose Villablanca, the founder and CEO of holifit. I've been a personal trainer since 2007. I'm also an author. So yeah, I've been doing this for a really long time, and holifit is an employee engagement company. I've been training since 2007, mostly in Canada, and then moved back to the Philippines in 2017. And it's pretty much the same stuff that people need, no matter where I was, Canada or here in the Philippines, on how to stay motivated and how to give feedback. So let's talk about it. First of all, what is positive reinforcement? It's essentially strengthening by placing. So we add. Right? While negative reinforcement is strengthening by removing. So we subtract. Okay, so it's pretty simple. Something gets placed. So here's just some etymology of it, which we don't have to go through. So things like a treat, a compliment, or a win on the streak. While negative is something that we remove. So the beeping stops, the stress lifts, the dread dissolves. Okay, so we take away things. So positive and negative never meant good and bad. They meant added and removed. Okay, both are reinforcement. Both makes a behavior stronger. Reinforce. Right. So it is same engine with two different fuels. So both signs strengthen behavior. That's what makes them reinforcement. The difference is the fuel. One runs on delight arriving, the other on discomfort leaving. So let's just forget about the Latin root, but you can definitely read this if you want to. But positive reinforcement after the behavior is something pleasant appears, while negative reinforcement is something unpleasant disappearing. Okay? The feeling, delight, I got something for positive, while when it comes to negative, it's relief. Finally, it stopped. An everyday icon for positive would be a treat, the applause, the streak, while for negative, it would be the seatbelt beep that stops, or the aspirin. Okay? So positive reinforcement is best at starting new habits, like making them worth wanting, while negative is sustaining routines. So relief renews itself daily. So things to watch out for: rewards that fade or that bribe you into hating the habit without them. While for negative, it's the escape trap. Relief can reinforce avoidance just as easily. That's procrastination. Now, what it's not. Positive is not being nice. It's precise. Behavior, then payoff immediately. While for negative, it is not punishment. Nothing bad is added. Something bad is subtracted. So let's talk about two word families, the placing house and the denying house. Each sign heads an enormous Latin family. Tap. So all you have to do is tap any card and to see what happens. So essentially anything in green is poner or to place, while anything in blue is negare or to deny. So deposit, position, compose, or postpone, while we have negate, deny, renegade, and abnegation. Anyway, we don't have to really go through that. So we'll test the signs. Is it plus, minus, or punishment? 6 everyday moments for each. Did something get added, removed, and did the behavior get stronger or weaker? All you have to do again is tap on each card to reveal. So the card beeps until you buckle the seatbelt, then goes off quietly. That's negative reinforcement. We don't have to go through all of this, okay? So you post your morning run and friends cheer it. You find yourself lacing up again tomorrow. So that's positive reinforcement. A teen misses curfew, etc., etc. Positive punishment. So there's other things that we'll get into as well, which is positive, negative punishment. Okay, which is on a different video. Anyway, so why the pairing matters, okay? Delight starts habit. I really like this. And relief keeps them. The two signs aren't rivals. They're shift workers. The plus sign is loud and great at day 1. The minus sign is quiet and great at day 100. Well-built habits usually run both. So where the plus shines, day 1 to 30, making a new habit worth wanting. Immediate, on streets, playlist, sauna, street. Recognition. the cheapest powerful reward there is. That's very true for me as well. Turning I should into I get to. Where the minus shines. Day 30 till forever. Relief renews itself every single day. Meal prep that deletes the nightly what do we eat. So meal prep is very important there. The workout that switches off the day stress and doing the dreaded task first, dread done by 9:30 a.m. Yes, I believe that too. I don't like procrastinating because you always have to worry about it in the back of your mind, which takes up RAM, takes up space. Oh, I hate that. Okay, one goal, both signs work. 4 everyday arenas, each showing the plus and the minus, pulling for the same habit and the one design line that stacks them. Switch between them both. So an example would be exercise, making training self-propelling. The plus at work, the good playlist plays only in the gym. The streak ticks up, the buddy high fives, the sauna waits at the end. Right? Every session ends with something placed immediately. Day 1 motivation gets a daily paycheck. The minus at work, the lunchtime walk deletes the afternoon slump. Yes, so true. The evening session switches off the day's accumulated stress like a breaker. I don't like working out at the end of the day because I'm pretty tired mentally. So I can't relate. I usually work out first thing in the morning or midday to break up my work day. Okay, so diet. Let's talk about diet now. Eating well without willpower. Yes, let's not rely on willpower. Let's use habit. So the plus at work, healthy food that genuinely tastes good. Try to find that healthy meal or dish that you like and enjoy. Placed first in the fridge at eye level. Wins, logged, protein hit, water finished. The minus at work. Sunday meal prep deletes 5 weeknights of what do we eat. The single most nagging questions in the house. Gone. Anyway, you can go through others like another example, sleep and work. So briefly go through it. Sleep would be one real pleasure lives only in the wind down. Yeah, so true. The novel chapter, the warm shower, the 10 quiet minutes of tea, bedtime tea, sleepy tea, chamomile tea, relaxing. I always say this, if you have a winding up ritual like having coffee, checking your phone, pooping in the morning, whatever it is, you should have winding down rituals. Now, the minus at work. This is, again, negative reinforcement. So the 10:30 routine dissolves the racing mind. The mental tabs close one by one. Ooh, I love that. Phone outside the room. Yes, I put mine on airplane mode. And the pull to check it is gone too. Yep, so true. And then last is work. So finish a deep work block, log it, and say so. Recognition for the behavior you want repeated within the day, not at the annual review. Minus at work. Do the dreaded task first. By 9:30, the dread, which was going to poison the whole day, is simply gone. Love it. Okay, how to stack both signs one on one habit. A 4-step way to put the placing house and the denying house to work on the same goal in any of the 4 arenas above. Okay? So place one honest plus. Attach one immediate genuine pleasure to the behavior. Placed right after it every time. Small and instant beats big and someday. Number 2, find the built-in minus. Ask yourself, what discomfort does this behavior already remove? Stress, dread, clutter, nagging. Make that relief visible. It's the long-term fuel. Number 3, starve the escape route. If relief is reachable through avoidance, scrolling, snacking, postponing, the minus sign will feed the wrong habit. Close the shortcut so the real behavior is the only exit. And number 4, check the sign of your streak. If the habit feels like escaping something at day, add more plus. If the reward feels stale, point out the minus. Rebalance monthly. Yes, I love that. You always have to rebalance, guys. See what works, see what doesn't, and adjust. So there you have it, guys. This is how you work on positive and negative reinforcement. And we briefly touched into punishment, which we'll get into another video. Thanks for watching, guys. If you have any comments, suggestion, or if you want to reach out to learn more about this, send us an email. See you at the next one.